Hello and welcome to a very chill life update, life date chatty video where I show you what's going on and where I'm at. I kind of felt like doing this video. I said I would do a life update after my no by 6 month check-in and then it just never came. I tried to film it, but I found that I was just having a hard time trying to summarize 2022 and what was going on, and I feel like I still can't really do that. I just get like emotional, or I just can't think straight to like put it all together to explain where I've been or why I haven't been posting regularly online, and I still can't really wrap my head around the fact that it's like 2023. I feel like I've crawled my way to the finish line and I'm like, oh god, now we have to go again, why? So I think it's yeah, it's a process, but I still wanted to kind of try and check in a little bit and just like share with you what I'm hoping for the coming year, and also like why am I living in Switzerland. I thought that might be helpful to talk about. And yeah, I don't know, how are you doing? What's going on for you? Are you looking forward to this coming year? Why is it already 2023? Do you have some goals, things you want to achieve, or are you just like me, still coming to terms with the fact that it's another year and we've got to find the resources to go again? But yeah, so first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you, because you're still here on this channel that is very inconsistent, and I come and I go, and sometimes you've got lots of videos coming and sometimes there's only a few, and especially in 2022 I think I posted maybe 3 videos or 4 videos for the whole year, and it just means so much that you're still here. And especially to all those lovely people who comment on my videos and my old videos, and you're asking where I am and if I'm okay when I go MIA, and yeah, that you're missing my videos. It means so much. And then when I do post, to just get so many lovely comments saying that you're glad that I'm back and you're looking forward to more videos, it's honestly means everything. And just being able to get to know you in the comments and hearing your thoughts and your ideas and like perspectives on things, it means so much to me. And it's like why I create videos. I find other people and hearing about other people's thoughts and ideas and processes and how they're doing, like, just so good. It kind of makes me make sense of life when I get to hear how other people are doing. I don't know why. I think maybe it helps me to understand myself by trying to understand someone else, but I don't know. I just feel like it's endlessly valuable to engage with others in this space online where I get to come and share my thoughts and ideas, and that they can be interesting or helpful or inspiring to you is incredible. Like, I just get to share my thing of doing no-buys, and I really enjoy doing that, and just by me being who I am, it can inspire you to be who you want to be, and that's just such an awesome thing. And I am endlessly grateful and I appreciate it so very much. So thank you for still being here, and I hope to be here more as well in 2023 and share more videos. And I don't know, one of the ideas that I actually had for this coming year, which is something that might be really weird, and bear with me if you think like, yeah, I don't know, I don't like where you're going, and this might not be definitely by any stretch of the imagination something for everyone, and I know that some people just like to have a comment or a few words in the comments and like that's enough. We don't need to take the relationship any further. But I am very interested in possibly like doing some Zoom chats with people who want to. I'm hoping to maybe create a website with one of my lovely friends, and then I'd have like a calendar and we could book a Zoom time together or something like that, and just like have a chat, like get to know each other a bit or talk about our no-buys. Like, especially I think with a challenge like this, like having accountability and accountability buddies is so helpful. And I already do that with a couple of my friends where we like check in each month and like we talk about like their finances or what they bought or just different things like that, because I think sometimes you just need that extra personalized motivation. And it's like a chill chat with a friend. I'm not a counselor, I'm not a life coach or anything by that stretch of the imagination. I just want to share some of the things that I've learned and who I am, and just also really get to know you and where you're at. So I don't know, it might be a very weird idea, and it's like something that I would just offer for free or like donation based if someone wanted to pay, but just more of a chance to like, I don't know, get to know people. Like, I just find learning about others makes life make sense to me. It gives me so much warmth and makes me feel so connected, and I just think it's really important. and I just feel really grateful that I have this space where I can do that. But I thought maybe I could offer more, and that might be helpful for some people if they wanted to have like a Zoom 30-minute Zoom session every now and again, or if not, or like a once off, or I don't know. This might be a totally weird idea. Please let me know in the comments if you think I'm insane, or if you think maybe it'd be something you'd be interested in. Yeah, I just thought it'd be nice, like we could help motivate each other on these challenges, or on like our self-improvement journeys or goals that we have, and I don't know, like why not? Like let's use the resources we have to like support each other in whatever way we can. I don't know. Anyway, so that was one idea I had. Also for 2023, I'm hoping to be a bit more consistent. I'm hoping for like monthly, at least monthly, hopefully every 2 weeks, or if I'm feeling really ambitious, 1 video a week, just to kind of share different no-buy things, different mindset changes I'm working with, and there's some different ideas that I've been very interested in recently, just around different lifestyle changes. I definitely want to try and work with journaling and finding different ways to improve my mental health. I think that's something that, yeah, is really, really important, and one of my biggest goals for this coming year, and also I'm going to talk about it with my no-buy video, my no-buy rules, is I really want this to be a year where I do and I create and I show up and I participate, because I think so much of what I do is consume other people's content, like YouTube, Instagram, Netflix, like whatever it is. I spend an extortionate amount of time, pardon me, watching other people's things, and I think it's nice to do it every now and again, but my life has become watching other people live their lives and not me living my life, and it's terrifying. And I've gotten to the point where I always have something going on in the background because I'm now just like addicted to it. It's like this numbing agent that I use for my life, and I think it's just so unhealthy, especially because I want to be doing, I want to be creating, and so I really want to work with this year to the things like I love to do. Well, one, I need to learn German so I can live successfully in this country and also hopefully get a job, and then I also want to do some studies in German starting in September, so that's a big goal I have. I also want to do lots more painting and drawing and crafts and arts and creating in that way. I want to get outside and move my body. I love going on walks, I like being out in nature, but it's so hard for me to motivate myself to do the things I want to do. I don't know what it is. Like, why is that such a challenge for me? And I heard an amazing quote this year that I really want to be my motto for 2023, which is motivation follows action. I think I spend a lot of time like waiting for the motivation to show up to like do something, or the inspiration or whatever, but it's actually, and I recognize this when I heard that quote, I was like, oh damn, that's right. Like once I make the effort and I make a little step, then all the motivation comes. If I can get my butt outside and start my walk, I will want to walk for an hour or even 2 hours, but it's this battle of like getting out of my chair or my bed or wherever I'm like watching something or doing something online that isn't useful, to get myself out of that, rip myself away from it, and then move into something else. As soon as I start that activity, as soon as I get my paints out and I start painting or drawing, I get so engaged and enthralled in it. But it's that process, that step, the action to like engage with action so that I can do that. So that's something I really want to do more of and talk more about, because I think it's so important. Like, let's not watch other people live their lives, like let's live our lives, let's engage in it as much as we can. And it just means like overcoming that lack of will or that lack of motivation and really finding a way to act, even if we don't feel like we have the energy or the will or the resources or whatever, but to just find a way to like participate and be a part of it. So that's something I'm really interested in doing. And yeah, I don't know, there's like some other things, like I want to create more videos in the coming year, and I'd love to hear any of the thoughts you have or things that you'd be interested in exploring, or just like thoughts that you've had as well that you're like, oh, I wonder if she's thought about this as well, or like what her thoughts might be on like literally anything. Someone asked for a topic on like gratitude, which I thought was really cool, so I want to try and work with that and talk about some of the thoughts that I've had around that. And just, yeah, I don't know, to create things as like a community together and to create a space to really help motivate and engage each other in some way, because I feel as though, yeah, like I have this resource, I can create videos, I can engage with other people, and I really want to, yeah, work with that as much as I can. Yeah, and I don't know, in terms of the last year, I guess it was hard, it was challenging, we survived. I at some point got motivated to move to Switzerland because I was living in the community I was before. I was doing my volunteer work, which I really love, and I absolutely love the community where I was before. They really are like my second family, and I miss so many of the people there. But there was a point where I went away to a conference, and then I was traveling for a month, and once I took some time away from the community, I kind of realized that I'm not ready to just settle down and be there. I think maybe in the future I'd love to live in community when maybe I have a partner and I want to have children and things like that, but I'm still really trying to figure out who I am. Like I don't, you know, I know who I am to an extent, but sort of maybe more of what my task is in the world and what I want to do and engage in. You know, I'm not someone who's driven by money. Like that's, I've worked hard to save money in the past so that I have the freedom to kind of do what I really want to do. And so trying to find a career that it's a career that is helping other people, that gives me understanding, that I can learn, I can engage with, that feels warmth and relatable to me, and that I can actually bring my capacities to. And for me it's not about like, okay, well I can make lots of money doing this and this, so I'm going to do that. That's not really what it is. And so because I'm trying to find the thing that's important to me out of a basis of more of like a feeling and trying to understand my capacities and understand what really sparks joy or brings value to my life, then it's such a different process to like be in your 20s and trying to work it out. And I feel like a lot of us are doing that. Like, what are we meant to do with our lives? How are we meant to find our place in the world, and especially in a world that is constantly changing? It no longer has the same hierarchy structures as it had before. It's not as simple. You're not just as a woman having children or like doing these very narrow career choices. We now have endless options and the playing field is open. So like, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? You get to decide these things as much as possible. You know, we all have different privileges and we all have different limitations within that, but to really, yeah, do your best to find and create the life you want to live. And so I'm kind of in this process of trying to work that out, and that's kind of what inspired me when I was out of my little community that I really love and I feel very connected to. I realized, oh, I still have more that I want to do, and I still have more I want to find and engage with. And so that's, you know, I left because of that. I also left because I had a hard time personally there with someone from my past, and so that was what was really hard to me. And that's a whole story that I've thought about trying to share it, but I just don't think I can. I don't think I can speak about that dynamic because it was something that was so personal and it involved someone else. And ultimately I don't think that either of us are bad people or that that person's a bad person. I think there's just an unhealthy relationship we have together, and there's just certain things I need to work with in that from my point of view, and that's to forgive them as much as possible and also to forgive myself. I think in any dynamic that you have with someone that's challenging, there's two people participating in that, and maybe one person is engaging in one way that's maybe more destructive than another, but it still involves two people. And what are both people's roles, and how do both people take accountability in that? So I guess that's something, yeah, that's all I'm kind of gonna say about it. So that was a part of my motivation. But I found this study program in Switzerland, so I'm here. It's an English studies program, and I have a really lovely class of people that I'm studying with who I really enjoy and appreciate getting to know them. They're people of various different ages, and I think we represent, again, like 15 or something countries, so that is really interesting. And I'm studying a philosophical thing, like kind of similar to what I was studying before, but it's like a philosophical perspective. It's a particular philosophy, and there is an institution here in Switzerland where I can study that, and it's a 9-month course. And then afterwards I hope to continue my studies and go down a route of movement and hopefully like a certain kind of movement therapy in the future, but that's still a little far off, so I'm slowly working my way to do that. And to be able to do that program I have to be able to speak German, so that's also one of my goals is really to learn German this year, which, you know, if you want to teach me German, I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna try and learn online and try and find a course, but I think they're quite expensive. The ones that are in the local sort of city near where I live in Basel. But yeah, if you know of like a good way to learn languages, you have any tips, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that was helpful. I hope that made some sense of where I'm at. And yeah, I'd love to know how you're doing, what's going on for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. And I'm just so grateful that you're here. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And I really hope this coming year can be different for me, and that I can hopefully be more active on this channel and just to share more of where I'm at, and hopefully share things that can be helpful or engaging or inspiring in some way for you. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, if you have any video ideas, if you'd be interested in maybe doing a Zoom thing. Like if there's some interest, then I'll obviously make the effort to create it. If not, then I guess I'll just keep that thought to myself. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!